Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the Sam Rigo podcast. My name is Sam Rigo. If you're new here or the algorithm has stumbled you upon my channel, go ahead and subscribe, like this video, and turn those notification bells on. Hey, yo, as a member of the urban community, there are some folk we just gotta cancel. Like, I try to not cancel folk because, I'm a believer and I have a lot of grace for people. But sometimes you just see people get online and just start talking mess, and you like, yo, we gotta cancel these folks. Daniel Caesar, real name Ashton Dumar Norwell Simmons. He's a Canadian singer and a songwriter. Yo, I love Daniel Caesar. His music, right? His first album, Fruitin', whatever, that was, even his album Case Study wasn't bad, right? And he is a smooth R&B singer. Shoot, me and my wife, we listen to a lot of Daniel Caesar. But Daniel Caesar is always saying the wrong thing. He's one of them artists, Kanye's in that group, where it's like they say things and it's like, can I still listen to your music after you've said that? Daniel Caesar recently goes on the Breakfast Club and he does a statement and he says, monogamy is for white people.
And so I
disagree with that.
What do you mean?
No, all the people I'm talking about personally through my life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so this topic excites me a lot.
Okay.
And I'm just like, it's so much responsibility to put on one man in a house.
What, to be
to
faithful?
I'm speaking about for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say to be faithful.
Monogamy is for white people. When I heard that, I already knew, like, yo, we done lost brother Daniel. Like, these kind of guys, when they go on these platforms and they talk, this isn't progressive, this is reckless talking. Because just absurdity, like if you think about it, freaking monogamy exists in African cultures, Caribbean cultures, indigenous cultures, Eastern, biblical. Like, it goes as far back as you could think of. For him to say that, monogamy is for white people only, or the people around him, like that's irresponsible, honestly. It's irresponsible. Monogamy predates colonization. Like if we just want to get into the nitty gritty, it goes way beyond, you know what I mean? And then, as believers, we know that God created that way before America even existed. And that's the problem with people like Daniel Caesar or other people. When we give these guys, we listen to them talk. Like, I have no problem with giving people platforms. Get on there, make some jokes, talk sports, talk music, cool. But when we start saying things like this is irresponsible. Fidelity didn't come from Europe. Like, the concept of monogamy and fidelity, it didn't come from Europe. Commitment didn't come from whiteness. Like, marriage didn't come from colonizers. Like, that's not how this works, Daniel. And the fact that you go on the Breakfast Club and you can say these absurd things, it makes me think. In the words of the great T.K. Kirkland, who raised you? It's so dumb what he says. And I have a problem with celebrities who go on platforms and talk like they know what they're talking about, but they really don't. And we see this in politics. You put a microphone in front of the local twerk artist and you say, hey, what do you think about such and such? We give it to the local gangster rapper and we say, hey, what do you think about this policy? Or, hey, and over and over, and people fall for it. They vote for candidates based off who they celebrity endorse. I'm sick of it. Artists are becoming prophets and without accountability. Daniel Caesar saying that, like, I work with kids. Some little kid's gonna watch that and say, "Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. That's the way. That's the way." And that's not true. A quick Google search, a ChatGPT search, will show you that that's not true. But Daniel Caesar can get on a platform and say something like that. Just because you can sing doesn't mean you know what you're talking about. And Daniel Caesar, you dead wrong. Monogamy is not for white people only. It's for everybody. It predates even Europe. You wrong. You wrong. You wrong. You're wrong. Daniel Caesar, his first album, like I said, it was amazing. It's amazing. Amazing. He probably had like 5 hits on there. You know, my wife and I's favorite song on there is Best Part with her. But if you really want to look at him talking on this platform, we really got to be careful who we listening to, y'all. You can hear everybody, but you shouldn't listen to everybody. And Daniel Caesar, him saying that is reckless. To give you an idea, the black family structure is already under pressure. We have fatherlessness. The stats are high. The single black woman numbers are out of control. 1 in 4 will marry. The divorce numbers are up. And this is an R&B, a prominent R&B singer saying this over the airways. We got to be better. You look at the main issues, the biggest issues. I wrote them down. The biggest issues we have in our culture right now, like I said, is the black family structure is under pressure. It's always under pressure. Fatherlessness stats are high. Trauma cycles repeat and repeat over and over. Trust issues amongst those entering relationships. And then we also have the biggest out of all of them is the hypersexualization culture. Music, movies, social media, everything is hypersexualized. We're fighting a lot of things. But I think Daniel Caesar going on there saying that is a reckless thing. We don't need more voices tearing down commitment. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need Daniel Caesar, you know, we need you making love songs, sure, but we don't need you tearing down commitment in the black community. That's not why you're here. And you have to take a long look at yourself in the mirror and say, is this what I was on earth to do? I gave you a pass earlier when you had defended, you know, the lady, you know, if you want to look that up, just search Daniel Caesar controversies. A lot of folk cancel you. I didn't. I let it slide. You know, that's your friends. But at the end of the day, you know, you got to look yourself in the mirror and say, what am I here for? And I think all artists need to do that. What am I here for? Because you saying that monogamy is only for, like, what are you talking about? Yo? Like, what is he talking about? It's a dangerous mindset. And our community doesn't need more of that. We don't. Daniel Caesar, you ain't saying nothing deep. You ain't saying nothing deep. And you know the worst part? I would give Daniel Caesar a pass. But in that clip, he says he's 30 years old in that interview. He's 30 years old. If Daniel Caesar was 19, he was saying something like that, I'd be like, all right, cool. Daniel Caesar was 22, I'd be like, 22, 20, you'd be a fool, okay. The fact that you're 30, you done traveled the world, you done seen a lot of things, and, you know, this isn't liberation, dog. You're just confused. You are really confused. You're really confused. And I can't give you the pass on this one. We as a culture got to start calling this stuff out as it is. Monkey business. Foolishness. And when we stop clapping for nonsense, these guys will shut up. These guys will shut up. When we stop clapping for these guys, we stop supporting them, they'll shut up and it'll sort itself out. And that what Clip said, let God sort them out. We as the people, we could sort out nonsense from who we don't need it. Because this is nonsense. It's nonsense. Last thing. There was some pushback in the clip that I saw from the Breakfast Club where they kind of pushed back and said, hey, you know, oh, it's because you're young, you know, kind of thing. To me, when these guys push foolishness, we got to push them right along. We got to let them go. And Daniel Caesar, I'm right here. I am letting you go because you are anti what I stand for. And a lot of us, you let me know in the comments, where do you stand on this? If somebody could say something like this and they feel like it and they stand on it, you tell me where you stand on this. As a husband, as a father who had a dad who was a husband, my mom and dad were together 48 years. I was raised also by my aunt and uncle. They were together 30 years. My wife's parents were together 30 years. Monogamy is for everybody, man. It's for everybody. In fact, it's for us as black people. I'll say that. It's for us. It's definitely for us. And part of the best economical strategy we can have is monogamy and being together. My name's Sam Rigo. Hey, let me know in the comments right now. Am I going too far? Did I go crazy, or is Daniel Caesar really tripping? He really bugging? You let me know. I don't think this is evolution. I think this is regression. I think he is foolish, and I think we need to cut folk off that's talking reckless. Let me know in the comments. God bless y'all.